today, sorry guys, it seems like I am yelling at you. Today I'm going to be doing a review on the Party Animal palette by Laura Lee. It looks like this. So I'm just going to be doing a little review on you guys, doing a creative custom look to this palette right here and letting you guys know if it's yes or no approved. Kind of giving you the spill on it, letting you know what I think of it. So yeah, that's what this video is about. So if you guys want to see how I came up with this look right here, you guys just continue watching. Alright, so I'm going to do this brow. So I'm going to dip into my E.L.F pomade. It looks like this. And I'm using the E.L.F number 203 brush. Has your little spoily at this side and it has a little point at this side. Another brush that I do also use when I do my eyebrows is the Morphe E29. Looks like this. It also has a little spoily and it has this little piece at the end. I use both, but I tend to go more for my E.L.F one than any of them. Alright, so I'm just going to dip into my E.L.F pomade. Follow the bottom part of your eyebrow. So it's going to look something like that. Then I just go back and I fill in. Just going to continue to fill in. And I always draw little marks up when I get to the front of my eyebrows. Then I go back on the top. And I just follow my eyebrow hair. Like so. Now you got two brows done. The next step we're going to do is we're going to conceal these bad boys. Alright, so our next step is we're just going to clean up the brows. I'm going to go in with the Master Conceal and I'm going to be using a BH Cosmetics brush, number 12. So all I do, I take a little bit of it, place it on the back part of my hand. Get some on my brush. So basically all you do is follow the bottom part of your brow. Like so. Get yourself a beauty blender. And the first thing I do is I'm going to go in with my beauty blender. Just follow it. So it's gonna look something like that. And then the next thing I'm gonna do is I still have concealer. So I'm gonna go ahead and conceal my eyes. Which you could do this step the same time you do your your eyebrows. But I always do them separately just because, I don't know, I guess I'm complicated, I'm weird like that. And you can conceal your eyes with whatever you choose to conceal your eyes with. You can use concealer, or you can use eyeshadow primer. I also use the Morphe eyelid primer. It looks like this. You can use whichever. I also have these two as well. They're the Too Faced ones. One of them is the Candlelight, the other one Shadow Insurance. So it doesn't really matter what you conceal your eyes with. Like I said, it's completely up to you. I just always tend to go with my concealer more because I like the way it sets my eyes more. Alright, so your eyes are going to look something like this, and I always go back in with a brush, if I can find it. Let me see. We'll go in with this brush right here. And this is just buffing out your concealer. So your eyes are going to look something like this. I am not going to set my eyelids. It helps leave like a tacky surface. Alright, our next step is going to be foundation. I'm going to go in with the CoverGirl. And I talked about this in my other Get Ready With Me video. I think it was like 3 or 4 videos ago or so. I talked about this foundation. This foundation is amazing. So if you guys haven't gotten your hands on this foundation yet, you guys need to try it. I think it's like 10 bucks, give or take. I don't think it's anything more than that. And this foundation is amazing. So I'm gonna go in with the CoverGirl True Blend Matte Made Foundation, and I'm using a Morphe Beauty Blender. I put it on here. And I forgot to prime my face. So anyways, my primer is sitting right next to me. It is the Infallible Matte Lock Primer by L'Oreal. I completely forgot to prime my face, guys. But that will be the primer that I would have used if I wouldn't have forgotten. If you guys forget to prime, I promise it's not the end of the world. So once you have your foundation on, your face should look something like this. The next thing I'm going to do, because I'm not going to put any highlighter, blush, or anything on today, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and set my face. I'm going to go in with the Morphe Continuous Setting Spray, and I'm just going to set my face real quick. It smells so good, guys. Okay, anyways, the next thing I'm going to do is I always put my eyebrow gel on after. So I'm going to go in with the Essence Lash and Brow Gel. Looks like this. And I'm just going to place it on my eyebrows. Like so. And then it'll dry on its own, and then your eyebrows, you won't have any movement from your eyebrows throughout the day, which is a plus plus. So I'm gonna go back in with my beauty blender real quick, and I'm just gonna press on my eyes again because I didn't immediately start on my eyes. I'm gonna press on them and go ahead and get all the wrinkles out of my your eyes tend to crease up. Your eyes tend to crease up with the concealer. So it's always good that if you don't use your eyeshadow on your eyes as soon as you do it, for you to immediately do it. Alright guys, so we are dipping in to the Laura Lee Party Animal palette. I'm going to be doing a review on this palette. So I'm going to dip into the yellow, this one. It's called Is The Party. I'm going to place it in my inner. It is pretty bright. Yeah, that is pretty bright. Alright, the next color I'm going to dip into is the orange, and it's called Drinks. And I'm going to lightly go over where the yellow was and kind of just marry the two colors together. I dipped into the yellow on accident. So the colors do pay off very good. If you can't tell, the only thing is they're kind of chalky. But they're not bad. Like, they're not that bad. I mean, for this palette being $19, even with a little bit of chalkiness, you should still be fine. Alright, I'm going to go into the blue, this middle one right here, called Damage Control. Oh shit, look at that pigment right there. Alright, so the blue is very, very pigmented. The other colors, I had to build them up to get them to the color that I needed them to be. This one, it took one dab into the pan. So the blue is very pigmented. I'm going to take a little blending brush. Just kind of taking away the harsh lines in between the two colors. Let me see. And then the pink on the bottom, called Bottoms Up, and I'm going to put that on the bottom underneath my under eye. The pink is very pigmented too. I'm gonna zoom you in just a little bit so you can see. Yeah, these colors are very, very pigmented. So it is a good thing though that they're pigmented, I think. So I'm just going back in with the blue and I'm just bringing it up just a little bit above my eye. Then I'm grabbing the orange. Then I'm gonna grab the yellow. It's crazy how pigmented these colors are though. Even if you have to build them up a little bit like the yellow, I had to build it up to the color that it is. But even with building it up, you still can't beat the colors. Like, they're intense and they pop. So, I mean, you really can't beat it. Alright guys, so this is gonna be my final look. I used the Party Animal palette by Laura Lee. I wanted to do a little review on it and let you guys know how it worked, how it didn't work, what's going on with it. So I personally like it. I used the yellow, the orange, the pink, and the blue in it, and that's what I'm wearing on my eyes right now. I think the colors paid off perfect. The yellow you did have to build up, but for me it's not really a big deal if I have to build up the color, as long as the color shows. Like, I'm good. So it did take 4 different dips into the pan for the yellow to get the yellow that I have on my eyes now. But as far as the rest of the colors, I feel like every color did pay off. So I personally like the palette. I will continue to use it. I love it. And the price range for this palette is $19. So you can get that palette, and you can also get the Boss Babe one. And they come in like a little package like this. So you can get the Party Animal palette, but you can also get the Boss Babe one, which is down here. You can get it. I think the collection is $30 maybe. I know the palettes are $19 each. I don't remember how much the box is for a set, but I can link it down below and let you guys know. And I personally love the palette. I give it 2 thumbs up. It was a palette that was worth the money that I spent on it. So if you guys haven't gotten your hands on the Party Animal one, y'all guys are missing out. You need to get your hands on it soon. Alright guys, thank you so much for coming and tuning in and watching yet another one of my YouTube videos. I sincerely appreciate you guys coming and watching. If you guys do not mind, subscribe, like, turn on the little notification bell. That way whenever I do post a video, you do get notified immediately when the video is posted. So that way you're not missing out on any of my awesomeness. You know, you get to see it all in one video. So like I said, subscribe, like, share, comment, let me know what you guys want to see next. But this video, as far as this one, it is over, and I hope you guys have a very blessed day. Thank you so much for watching. Bye guys.